Hey developer, and welcome to another Code World video. Have you ever wanted to add a Save As button to your web application? Whether you're making an advanced WebGL powered CAD web app and want to save 3D object files, or you just want to save plain text files in a simple markdown text editor, saving files in the browser has always been a tricky task. Usually, when you want to save a file generated with JavaScript, you have to send the data to your server and then return your data right back with the content disposition attachment header. This is less than ideal for web applications that need to work offline. The W3C File API includes a file saver interface, which makes saving generated data as easy as using a Save As method in JavaScript. Though unfortunately, it will eventually be removed from the specifications. In this video, we will show you 2 ways to generate the download of a dynamically generated file with JavaScript. The first approach can be easily implemented, as it will be basically create a hidden hyperlink element in the document whose href attribute will be the uniform resource identifier that you want to store into the file as data with the encode URI component function of JavaScript. Our HTML structure will be pretty simple: an input that will contain the file name that we will download and a text area that will contain the data that we want to store into the file. That means the plain text. We will create the function named download that will create the hyperlink, and it will set its attribute dynamically. We will hide the element using settings its display style to none. Here, we will simulate the click of the user, and when it's done, the element will be removed from the DOM automatically. As shown in the working example, the file is downloaded without problem and contains exactly the data that we had in the text area. Note that this approach works with information that can be embedded into a URL. For the second approach, instead of relying on the download attribute of an hyperlink, we will use the filesaver.js library that works with blobs. A binary large object blob is a collection of binary data stored as a single entity in a database management system. Blobs are typically images, audio, or other multimedia objects, though sometimes binary executable code is stored as a blob. In this example, we will store it as example plain text. However, you can store, as mentioned, any kind of data. Download the filesaver.js library from the official repository at GitHub. We will download the minified version and will store it into our working directory. The HTML structure will be the same as the previous example: an input and a text area. We will include the filesaver.js library in our HTML file through a script tag. Now in our JavaScript logic, we will simply attach an event listener to the button that will create a blob with the plain text as content, and we'll run the Save As function of the library to generate the download of the file. As shown in the working example, the file is downloaded without problem and contains exactly the data that we had in the text area. Note that this approach works as well with bigger data, up to 800 megabytes. And that should be enough to understand how you can easily generate the download of a file with JavaScript only without needing to rely on a web server. Thanks for watching this video. Please don't forget to subscribe to our channel and visit our codeworld.com for more awesome content about software development. Until next time.